guys, it is Tuesday, November 12th, 2024, and I'm back with some free VST plugins to help you with your musical adventures and endeavors. We are continuing with the month of November 2024, themed with free piano plugins. So anything that's piano-esque or piano adjacent, and also some free delay VSTs. So let's jump right into it, guys. The free plugins for today, Tuesday, November 12th, 2024, are as follows. So first up here, we have Dirty E Piano. So the developer is Sample Science. We've talked about them before, and their plugins always have a very distinct look. They have a design language that is familiar and recognizable to all of their plugins. This one's a little bit disappointing for me. I mean, it's a pretty updated interface dealing with, their standards of what they do. The interface is resizable, which is cool, but there's only one preset with this plugin. Now, the sound is okay. It has basically like an electronic keyboard type of sound, which works, but I just wish there was a little bit more variety. There's a lot of controls here. So you have your ADSR amplitude envelope. There is a preamp here, glide settings, modulation, depth and rate, amp range, filter, and your main tune and volume knob. Down here they give you some effects. We have the distortion, delay, chorus, and reverb. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. This is Plugin Buddy. It allows you to load plugins. So you can load your main instrument plugin here, and you can actually load 4 effect plugins down here. So I can use this to preview it, bring it up. Here it is. So this is what the plugin actually looks like. It is resizable. I'm sure in your DAW it'll resize. That behavior will be there, but I don't see it here right now. If I right click, nope. So they have a lot going on here, but if you check, like I said, click where it says presets, and you just have that one preset, Dirty E Piano, that's it. And then there's no way to save your own presets if you dialed in some settings with the effects and the modulation and everything, and you got like a sound that you like. There's no way to save that unless you save it within your DAW some way, or the project, or if you have some way to save presets within your DAW, or like track templates or something like that. So it's a one-trick pony. It pretty much just has one sound, and it's kind of a belly electric piano type of sound. So that's Dirty E Piano from Sample Science. Next up we have Labs. So we talk about Labs here all the time. I'm definitely not going to pull this one up. So with Labs, it is a rompler. They have sample libraries, sample instrument libraries on the website. The developer is Spitfire Audio. So you go to their website, you acquire the Labs sample player, rompler, and you have access to all the different free instruments. Now recently they just redesigned the interface and they switched up the model, because it used to be everything was free. Now they're going with a subscription base. They kept everything that was free still free. Now they have some paid sample plugin instruments, sample instruments. So I know the community was a little bit up in arms about that. I don't think it's a big deal, because they did keep all the free stuff, and they've been adding new free stuff, free sample plugin, sample instruments. So I know recently they just added, I want to say the Intimate Grand was newly added. So the main thing why I'm talking about this one, for this theme for this month, is that they have a bunch of piano sample instruments. So there's a soft piano, tape piano. The soft piano is one of their most popular ones. It has a very nice sound. Basically, it sounds like a piano with that like a felt padding that you can switch on, and it mutes the strings ever so delicately, so you get like a muted sound to the piano. The strings are not vibrating as actively, so it has that, I guess, felt piano sound. Very nice, pleasing tone. You can get a lot done with it. I use it a lot. Then they have a tape piano, electric piano, piano pads, which is very piano-centric. It doesn't sound like a piano at all because, you know, it has like a very pad sound. And they have a couple of presets. So, but nice tones, nice texture to it. Kind of like that ethereal, airy, ambient sound. So you can create a nice atmosphere with it. Then they have the modular piano, rare groove piano, which is more like a EP, electric piano, kind of like a Rhodesy, but a very aggressive, gritty Rhodes with a bite to it, running through an amp type sound. And then we have Autograph Grand, which is another grand piano, Intimate Grand, which is another grand piano. And these are all of these sample instruments have more than one preset to it. So the soft piano have a couple of presets, same thing with the tape and so on and so forth. So when you get each one of these is a couple of presets that has like different vibes to it. Some drastic, some slightly different from the original preset that you load up from each respective sample instrument. And then glass piano. So these, I think, are all of the pianos that are in that library of free sampled instruments for the Labs player. They have other things. I think last month I was talking about guitars, and this was up there with a bunch of different guitar sampled instruments. So definitely check out the Labs sample player and all the different pianos they have there, piano sample instruments. So next up for delays, we have Nasty DLA Mark III from Variety of Sound. So the interesting thing about this one, let me pull it up here. It is, let me see if I see it here. Variety of Sound. Come on. Variety of Sound. There it is. Oh, it's tiny. So this one is not resizable. And that's the downside to it. It's super tiny. Let's put that to the side, bring this over here. So the cool thing about this one, it says that it's a chorus and echo effect. And fun fact about that is chorus is related to delay because it's a delay, but it's a very, very fast delay as far as milliseconds. Very low millisecond number. And there's modulation. That's what makes it a chorus. That's what gives you that chorus sound. It's a very, very fast delay. So the milliseconds is very low on the delay. And you know, you can crank the feedback based on how you want it. And then there's modulations on each delay. That's what makes it a chorus. So that's all chorus is. It's a fast delay with modulation happening and making each delay slightly different. Usually the modulation is pitch based, but it can be other things, but definitely slight pitch changes on your delays. That's happening very fast, like 20 milliseconds per delay or something like that. So that's pretty much what this one is. So it's a combination of delay, chorus. There are some saturation effects, giving you some kind of saturation color. They're trying to emulate kind of like a analog hardware rack style delay with some special modulation attributes to it. So essentially it's a delay, but it has some extra things like saturation and chorus, and just the different settings to kind of tweak and dial those in to taste. There's a high pass, low pass filter here. You got your modulation section here, and overall delay section there. Somebody's trying to call me. Not now. All right, next up we have Chow Matrix from Chow DSP. This is one of my favorite delay effects, like where I'm going for like really way out the effects with the delay is what I'm trying to say. So let's pull that up really quickly. Chow Matrix. So with this one is definitely resizable, which is great. So let's just look at it simple right here. So this is the left, this is the right. This is where everything starts. It's like your input, and then this would be your first delay mode. So the delay mode for the left, delay mode for the right. Now if you look over here, for each one you have the delay time. So right now it's in milliseconds. If you switch it from free to sync, now you're gonna get your time signatures. So 1/8, you could just click and drag up and down. It's gonna change your delay time independently from left to right, left and right. All right, so then we have pan. So you can do the pan for each one separately. Feedback amount, left and right. Gain, left and right. High pass, low pass, left and right. We can change the pitch, left and right. Diffusion, distortion, reverse, and the modulation frequency for the modulation effect. So they give you a lot of parameters, and this is for each one, left and right. Then to get complicated with it, this is where the matrix part comes in. If I just click on this and then click over here, where is it? Click here, and how do I add the next node? You can add nodes. I'm just trying to remember how to add the node. Right click, no. Oh, this is updated. You can actually mess with the settings from the widget. And yeah, as you're changing the distance and the panning, you see it's all reflecting in the numbers that you're messing with. All right, so that's how you do it. So you hold shift. After you click on which one you want to connect it to, you hold shift and then you click and it'll add another node. So what happens is, this is the main signal that's feeding into here, which is doing all the settings that you set up here as far as delay. And then you can feed that delay into another delay and then set that up differently. So whatever delay signal is going into here is now being affected as the signal that's coming out of this delay module into another delay module, and you can keep going and end up with something like this, with this weird delay tree, and that's only for the left side. And then we could do something different on the right side. So, and you keep seeing, now we have the third node, and you see the third node showing up down here with all these settings that you could tweak for that node. So you can get very creative and crazy over the top with your delays and build some very interesting, subtle or just interesting, trippy delays. So this is great also for sound design, but give it a try, guys. Play around with it. It's fun, and you can get some really creative delays for your vocals, for your instrument, you know, guitars, whatever it is. It just gives you a ton of flexibility, and you can save your presets. There's also an A/B section, so you can have A setting, B settings, and switch between those. Audition to see which one you like best. There is a roll the dice button, so you can hit the dice and it'll just give you random settings. So let's go to B and hit the dice, and it gives you random settings as I hit the dice. but it is randomly changing what you already have here. So if you add more nodes, let's move this here, hold shift click. Let's highlight this again, hold shift click. So notice I held 1 again and then did it, and it gave me another node. So we have 2 nodes coming off of 1. So 1 is feeding into 3 and feeding into 4. And then I can come to 3 and then add another one here. I can come here to the main area. Let's go here, do that. 7, add another one. You get the point. And it gets very crazy. So definitely check that out. The link is in the description, guys. If you are interested in these plugins, definitely click on the link in the description. It'll take you to that blog page that we were just on, and you can check out those plugins. Click on the corresponding download link to check on those plugins if you are interested. Also, there's a link in the description for a video series that I did on PC specs and how it relates to music production. So if you're looking to understand how your computer's internal parts works along with your DAW to help you produce music, mix, master, create music, sample, whatever you do in the realm of music production, how it does that smoothly, that series will help you understand how the parts work together. So how important is the RAM? What role does it play in the whole situation, dealing with your computer and your DAW? What's the importance of the CPU? How does that affect what you're trying to do? Why is your audio stuttering, hitching and glitching, cutting out, clicking and popping? How do you fix that? So it'll give you some insight about all those things, so you kind of understand what you need to do to fix your problem, or what you need to get if you're trying to upgrade, get a new system for music production, or get your first setup for music production. Also, there's a link in the description with a growing playlist for these videos that I do twice a week. So if you're looking for more free VSTs, definitely check out that link. There's tons of videos there, over 300 videos presenting you guys with more free VST plugins. So go check that out, grab some more free plugins. And that's pretty much it, guys. Check back later this week. I'm thinking Thursday. If not Thursday, then Friday, Saturday. But later this week, as we continue the theme of November being free delay VSTs and free piano VST plugins. All right, guys, thanks for watching. And as always, you'll see me in the next video.